My precious child, listen closely. This very moment, as you read these words, I have ordained as a sacred time of connection between us. Feel the veil between heaven and earth grow thin, for I draw near to you with purpose and intent. This is not a chance encounter, but a divine appointment I have set in the foundations of time. In the vastness of the cosmos, in the intricate dance of atoms, in the very breath that fills your lungs, I am present. And now, I focus my full attention on you, my beloved. Can you sense it? The air around you grows thick with my presence, charged with the electricity of the supernatural. Your spirit recognizes its creator, and deep calls unto deep. This connection I offer you is not fleeting or temporary. It is an eternal bond, forged in the fires of my unending love for you. From before the dawn of time, I have known you, cherished you, and longed for this very moment of intimate communion. The tapestry of your life, every joy, every sorrow, every triumph, and every tear has led to this divine convergence. In this holy instant, I invite you to shed the weight of the world and enter into my rest. Leave behind the clamor of daily life, the worries that plague your mind, the burdens that weigh upon your heart. For in this moment of connection, I offer you a glimpse of eternity, a taste of the divine, a touch of the infinite. Feel my love washing over you like waves upon the shore, constant and never-ending. Let my peace, which surpasses all understanding, envelop you like a warm embrace. Open the eyes of your heart and see me standing before you, arms outstretched, inviting you into a deeper relationship than you've ever known. This connection is not based on your worthiness or your actions. It is grounded in my unchanging nature, in my boundless grace, in my decision to call you my own. You need not strive or perform to earn this moment. Simply receive it as the gift it is, freely given from the heart of your Father. In this divine connection, I am aligning your heart with mine. I am synchronizing your spirit with the rhythms of heaven. I am attuning your ears to hear my voice more clearly than ever before. For too long, you have allowed the noise of the world to drown out my whispers. But now, in this sacred space, my words resound with crystal clarity. Embrace this moment of connection, for it is a doorway to a new level of intimacy with me. Through this portal, I will pour out revelations of my character, insights into my ways, and a deeper understanding of my love for you. This is not a one-time event, but the beginning of a new chapter in our relationship. As you bask in this divine connection, know that I am imparting to you a heightened spiritual sensitivity. From this day forward, you will more readily recognize my presence in your daily life. You will see my handiwork in creation with new eyes. You will perceive my guidance with greater clarity. This moment of connection is a catalyst for spiritual growth and maturity. Remember this feeling, this awareness of my presence. In the days to come, when the world presses in and doubts arise, recall this moment of unmistakable connection. Let it anchor your faith and fuel your devotion. For I am always with you, even to the end of the age, and nothing can sever the bond we share. Beloved, as we continue in this sacred moment of connection, I want you to understand a profound truth. My spirit, which hovered over the waters at creation, which raised Christ from the dead, now dwells within you. This is not a distant power or an abstract concept. It is a living, active force, my very essence, residing in the core of your being. My spirit is not passive or dormant within you. It is a wellspring of divine energy, a fountain of supernatural ability, a reservoir of heavenly strength. With every breath you take, my spirit infuses you with life, not just physical, but spiritual vitality that transcends human limitations. When I say my spirit empowers you, I am declaring a transfer of divine authority and ability into your life. The same power that spoke the universe into existence, that parted the Red Sea, that brought water from a rock, that power now courses through your veins. It permeates every cell of your body, every facet of your mind, every corner of your soul. If you need God's blessings, then type "Yes, I need" in the comments. This empowerment is not for your own glory or gain. It is bestowed upon you for the fulfillment of my purposes, for the advancement of my kingdom, for the manifestation of my love in a world desperately in need. As you yield to my Spirit's guidance and embrace this empowerment, you become a vessel through which my supernatural power flows into the natural realm. My child, too often you have relied on your own strength, your own wisdom, your own abilities. But I say to you now, tap into the unlimited resources of my Spirit within you. In moments of weakness, draw upon my strength. In times of confusion, access my wisdom. When faced with impossible situations, unleash my miraculous power. The empowerment of my Spirit is multifaceted. It grants you boldness to proclaim my truth in a world that often rejects it. It provides discernment to navigate the complexities of life with godly wisdom. It imparts gifts and abilities beyond your natural talents, equipping you for works of service that will astound even you. My Spirit's empowerment also transforms your character from the inside out. As you submit to His work within you, you will find yourself becoming more like Christ. The fruits of my Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control will become increasingly evident in your life. This internal transformation is perhaps the greatest demonstration of my Spirit's empowering presence. Understand, my child, that this empowerment is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. Each day, as you surrender to my Spirit, you will be filled anew. The reservoir of my power within you is inexhaustible. No matter how much you draw from it, it will never run dry. In fact, the more you rely on my Spirit's empowerment, the more it will increase in your life. Let my Spirit's empowerment give you confidence to step out in faith. When I call you to tasks that seem beyond your abilities, remember that it is not your power, but mine working through you. When the enemy whispers lies of inadequacy, stand firm in the knowledge that greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. My Spirit's empowerment is not just for grand, sweeping gestures. It is available to you in the mundane moments of everyday life. Whether you're facing a difficult conversation, tackling a challenging project at work, or simply trying to respond with love to a frustrating situation, my Spirit is there, empowering you to respond in a way that glorifies me. Embrace this empowerment, my child. Do not shrink back from it out of false humility or fear. I have chosen you, equipped you, and empowered you for such a time as this. Let my Spirit flow through you unhindered. Be bold in exercising the gifts and authority I have given you. For as you do, you will discover the exhilarating truth that with my Spirit empowering you, all things are truly possible. My beloved, hear me clearly. The empowerment of my Spirit within you is not merely for comfort or personal edification. It is a divine enablement, strategically given to you for a crucial purpose, to overcome every obstacle that stands in your path. In this world, you will face trials and tribulations. You will encounter roadblocks and resistance. But I declare to you now, with my Spirit empowering you, you are more than equipped to surmount any challenge that comes your way. When I speak of obstacles, I refer not only to external circumstances but also to internal struggles. The mountains before you may be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. They may manifest as financial difficulties, relational conflicts, health crises, or battles against sin and temptation. Regardless of their nature, know this: my Spirit within you is greater than any obstacle before you. To overcome means more than to merely survive or endure. It means to rise above, to conquer, to emerge victorious. And this, my child, is your destiny. For I have not called you to a life of constant defeat or perpetual struggle. I have empowered you to live as more than a conqueror through Christ who loves you. If you want God's grace always upon you, then please consider to support our ministry by clicking Thanks button. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity for my power to be displayed in your life. When you approach these challenges with the mindset of an overcomer, fueled by my Spirit's empowerment, you transform stumbling blocks into stepping stones. What the enemy intended for your downfall becomes a platform for your testimony. Remember, my child, that overcoming obstacles is not about mustering your own strength or relying on your own resources. It is about surrendering to my Spirit's work within you, allowing my power to flow through your weakness. For when you are weak, then you are strong, strong in me, strong in my might. As you face each obstacle, call to mind my promises. Declare them over your situation. For my word is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword. When you align your words with mine, when you speak faith into your circumstances, you partner with my spirit in dismantling the obstacles before you. Do not be discouraged if the process of overcoming seems slow or difficult. Some obstacles fall immediately, like the walls of Jericho crumbling at a shout. Others require persistent faith and effort, like David facing Goliath day after day. But in both cases, the outcome is assured because the battle belongs to me. My spirit empowers you with perseverance to keep pushing when the obstacle seems immovable. He grants you wisdom to find creative solutions when the path forward is unclear. He infuses you with supernatural strength when your natural resources are depleted. And he fills you with unshakable faith when doubt and fear threaten to overwhelm you. As you overcome each obstacle, you will find that your faith is strengthened, your character is refined, and your testimony is enriched. For I use these challenges not to break you, but to mold you into the image of my Son. Each victory becomes a milestone in your spiritual journey, a testament to my faithfulness and power. Moreover, as you learn to overcome through my Spirit's empowerment, you become an inspiration and encouragement to others facing similar obstacles. Your life becomes a living proof of my power to transform trials into triumphs. And in this way, your personal victories contribute to the advancement of my kingdom. So stand tall, my child, in the face of every obstacle. Do not cower or retreat. For the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead dwells in you, empowering you to overcome. No challenge is too great, no enemy too strong, no mountain too high when you are filled with my Spirit. Embrace this truth, walk in this reality, and watch as obstacles crumble before the might of my power working through you. My precious one, as we delve deeper into this moment of divine connection, I want you to move beyond mere intellectual understanding. I invite you to experience me in the depths of your being. For my presence is not a distant reality or an abstract concept. It is a tangible, powerful force dwelling within you at this very moment. Close your eyes and quiet your heart. Take a deep breath, and as you do, become aware of my presence filling you. Can you sense it? The warmth of my love enveloping you from within. The gentle whisper of my Spirit speaking peace to your soul. The strength of my power coursing through your veins. This, my child, is the reality of my presence within you. I am closer to you than the air you breathe, more intimate than your own thoughts. My presence permeates every fiber of your being, body, soul, and spirit. You are my temple, my dwelling place. Just as the glory of God filled the tabernacle in the wilderness, so my presence now fills the sanctuary of your heart. Feel the weight of my presence settling upon you like a mantle. It is not a burden, but a covering of grace, a shield of protection, a garment of righteousness. As you become aware of my presence, you step into a realm where the natural and supernatural intersect, where heaven touches earth. In my presence, there is fullness of joy. Let that joy bubble up from within you, dispelling any darkness or heaviness. Feel the lightness of spirit that comes from knowing you are never alone, never abandoned, never forsaken. For my presence is your constant companion, your ever-present help in times of trouble. If you want to listen to God's message and bring positive changes to your life, then subscribe to the channel. As you attune yourself to my presence, you will find your spiritual senses awakening. The eyes of your heart will open to see my hand at work in your circumstances. Your ears will become sensitive to the gentle promptings of my Spirit. You will develop a taste for my goodness, a hunger for my righteousness. My presence within you is dynamic and active. It is continuously working to transform you from the inside out, renewing your mind, healing your emotions, strengthening your will. As you yield to my presence, you will find old habits falling away, negative thought patterns being replaced, and your desires aligning more closely with mine. Feel my presence expanding within you, filling every empty space, every void, every area of lack. Where there was fear, feel my perfect love casting it out. Where there was weakness, feel my strength rising up. Where there was confusion, feel my wisdom bringing clarity. My presence within you is not dependent on your feelings or your performance. It is a constant reality, anchored in my faithfulness and secured by the finished work of Christ. Even in moments when you can't tangibly feel me, I assure you, I am there. My presence never leaves you nor forsakes you. As you go about your day, carry the awareness of my presence with you. Let it influence your words, guide your actions, and shape your attitudes. For when you are conscious of my presence, you live with a different perspective. The trials of life lose their sting in the light of eternity. The opinions of others hold less sway when you're attuned to my voice. Feel my presence empowering you for the tasks ahead. Whatever challenges you face, whatever responsibilities weigh upon you, know that you do not face them alone. My presence goes before you, walks beside you, and guards your rear. You are encompassed by my love and sustained by my power. In moments of decision, pause to feel my presence guiding you. In times of temptation, draw upon my presence to strengthen your resolve. When joy overflows, let my presence amplify your worship. And in seasons of sorrow, allow my presence to comfort you with a peace that surpasses understanding. My child, feeling my presence within you is not a passive experience. It requires intentionality and practice. Set aside time each day to simply be still and know that I am God. Create space in your busy life to sit in my presence, to bask in my love, to listen for my voice. As you do, you will find that awareness of my presence becomes as natural as breathing. Remember, my presence within you is not just for your own benefit. It is a light meant to shine in the darkness, a fragrance meant to spread the knowledge of Christ. As you walk in the awareness of my presence, others will be drawn to the reality of who I am. Your life will become a living testimony of the transformative power of my indwelling presence. My beloved child, as you feel my presence within you, know that it serves a vital purpose to guide you through the trials of life. For I have not promised you a path free from challenges, but I have assured you of my constant companionship and direction as you navigate life's turbulent waters. The trials you face are diverse and many. Some come as a result of living in a fallen world. Others are consequences of choices, yours or those around you. Still others are tests I allow to refine your faith and character. But regardless of their source or nature, my guidance remains steadfast and true. As you journey through these trials, picture my presence as a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night, just as I led the Israelites through the wilderness. In times of confusion, when the way forward seems shrouded in uncertainty, my presence illuminates your path. In moments of danger, when enemies threaten on every side, my presence stands as a protective barrier. My guidance through trials is not always about changing your circumstances. Often, it's about changing you in the midst of your circumstances. As you face each challenge, listen for my voice. It may come as a gentle whisper in your heart, a word from Scripture that suddenly comes alive, or wisdom spoken through a fellow believer. My guidance is multifaceted, but it always aligns with my written word and my character. Share this video with up to 3 people if you need God's presence. When the trial before you seems insurmountable, my guidance reminds you of who I am and who you are in me. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, who brought down the walls of Jericho, who shut the mouths of lions. And you are my child, heir to my promises, empowered by my Spirit. Let this truth anchor you when the storms of life threaten to overwhelm you. My guidance through trials is not just about reaching the destination, it's about the journey itself. In each step of the way, I am molding you, shaping your character, building your faith, and deepening your dependence on me. The trials you face are not just obstacles to overcome, but opportunities for growth and transformation. As I guide you, I often call you to steps of faith that may seem illogical to human reasoning. Remember, my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. Trust in my guidance even when you don't fully understand it. Like Abraham, who left his homeland not knowing where he was going, your obedience to my guidance will lead you to places of blessing you could never have imagined. In the midst of trials, my guidance often comes through the peace that surpasses all understanding. When you're faced with difficult decisions, seek my face and listen for my voice. The option that brings a deep, settled peace, even if it's the more challenging path, is often the direction I'm guiding you towards. Sometimes, my guidance will lead you through the trial rather than around it. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace, you may find yourself in the midst of the flames. But fear not, for I am with you in the fire. These are the moments when my guidance becomes most profound, when my presence becomes most real, and when your faith is refined like gold. As I guide you through trials, I often use the body of Christ, your brothers and sisters in faith. Don't isolate yourself in challenging times. Seek godly counsel, accept support from fellow believers, and remain connected to your spiritual community. For I have designed my church to be a source of encouragement, wisdom, and practical help as you navigate life's trials. Remember, my child, that my guidance is always rooted in love. Even when the path I lead you on seems difficult or painful, it is always for your ultimate good and my glory. Trust in my heart for you, even when you can't trace my hand in your circumstances. As you follow my guidance through trials, you'll discover that the journey itself becomes a testimony. Your steadfast faith in the face of challenges, your peace in the midst of storms, your joy in times of sorrow. These become powerful witnesses to my reality and my faithfulness. Moreover, the trials you overcome today become the foundation of your ministry tomorrow. The comfort you receive from me in your afflictions equips you to comfort others with the comfort you've received. Your story of my guidance through trials becomes a beacon of hope for others facing similar challenges. So embrace my guidance, my beloved. Don't resist the trials, but see them as opportunities for my power to be displayed in your life. Let my voice be the loudest in your ear, drowning out the voices of fear, doubt, and discouragement. For I promise you this, as you submit to my guidance through every trial, you will emerge stronger, wiser, more compassionate, and more intimately acquainted with my love and power than ever before. My precious child, as we continue this sacred dialogue, I want to impress upon your heart a fundamental truth that should shape your entire worldview. Know that with me, all things take on a new dimension. Your existence, your purpose, your challenges, and your victories, everything is transformed by my presence in your life. When I say no, I'm not speaking of mere intellectual assent. I'm calling you to a deep, unshakable conviction that permeates every aspect of your being. This knowledge should be as certain to you as the ground beneath your feet, as constant as the beating of your heart. Know it in your mind, believe it in your heart, and live it out in your actions. If you want to listen to God's message and bring positive changes to your life, then subscribe to the channel. With me, you are never alone. In the darkest night, in the fiercest battle, in the deepest valley, I am there. My presence is not distant or aloof, but intimately involved in every detail of your life. I am not a spectator to your struggles, but an active participant in your journey. Know that with me, you have a constant companion, an unwavering ally, a loving father who is always by your side. With me, you have access to unlimited resources. My storehouses of wisdom, power, and provision are open to you. When your own strength fails, my strength becomes perfect in your weakness. When your wisdom reaches its limits, my wisdom, which created the universe, is available to guide you. When your resources are depleted, my abundance is there to supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. Know that with me, your identity is secure. The voices of the world may try to define you by your failures, your appearance, or your achievements. But I define you as my beloved child, created in my image, redeemed by my Son, and sealed with my Spirit. This identity is unshakable, unchangeable, and eternal. It's not based on your performance, but on my unchanging love for you. With me, your future is assured. I hold your times in my hands. I've known the end from the beginning, and I'm working all things together for your good. The uncertainties that plague you, the fears that haunt you about what lies ahead, all these dissolve in the light of my sovereign control and loving purpose for your life. Know that with me, forgiveness is always available. Your past mistakes, your present struggles, your future failings, none of these can separate you from my love. The blood of my Son covers all your sins, past, present, and future. There is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. You can always approach my throne of grace with confidence. finding mercy and help in your time of need. With me, your prayers have power. When you align your heart with mine, when you pray according to my will, you participate in shaping the course of history. Your prayers are not merely wishes sent into the void, but powerful and effective tools that move my hand. Know that with me, every sincere prayer is heard, every tear is noted, and every cry of your heart is answered, even if not always in the way or timing you expect. Know that with me, your pain has purpose. I do not waste a single tear you shed. Every trial, every heartache, every disappointment is an opportunity for my comfort to be experienced, my strength to be displayed, and my character to be formed in you. What the enemy means for evil, I use for good, weaving even your darkest moments into a tapestry of redemption and grace. With me, your weaknesses become stepping stones to victory. The areas where you feel most inadequate are the very places where my power is most profoundly displayed. Your stuttering becomes my eloquence. Your fear becomes my courage. Your inadequacy becomes my sufficiency. Know that with me, there is no disqualifying weakness, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Know that with me, your ordinary becomes extraordinary. I delight in using the simple, the overlooked, the seemingly insignificant to accomplish my greatest works. Your daily faithfulness, your small acts of obedience, your quiet moments of worship, all these are precious in my sight and powerful in my kingdom. With me, your life has eternal significance. Every choice you make, every word you speak, every action you take ripples into eternity. You are part of a grand narrative that stretches beyond the confines of time and space. Know that with me, nothing you do for my kingdom is ever in vain. Embrace this truth, my child. Let it saturate your thoughts, influence your decisions, and transform your perspective. For when you truly know that you are with me, and I am with you, you will walk in a confidence that cannot be shaken, a peace that cannot be disturbed, and a joy that cannot be quenched. This is the abundant life I have called you to, not a life free from challenges, but a life lived in the unshakable assurance of my presence, power, and love. Share this video with up to 3 people, if you need God's presence. My beloved, as you embrace the truth of who I am and who you are in me, I want you to grasp this powerful reality. With me by your side, no challenge you face is truly insurmountable. What appears as an impenetrable wall to human eyes is but a stepping stone in light of my power and wisdom. When I declare that no challenge is insurmountable, I am not speaking in hyperbole or offering empty platitudes. I am stating an absolute truth rooted in my omnipotence and my unfailing love for you. The same power that spoke the universe into existence, that raised Christ from the dead, is at work in you through my indwelling spirit. Consider the challenges that loom large in your life right now. Perhaps it's a health crisis that seems hopeless, a financial situation that appears impossible, a relationship that looks irreparable, or a personal struggle that feels unbeatable. I want you to view these challenges through the lens of my unlimited capabilities rather than your limited perspective. Remember David facing Goliath, armed with nothing but a sling and 5 smooth stones, and an unwavering faith in me. To human eyes, it was an insurmountable challenge. But with me, that young shepherd boy toppled a giant and won a great victory. Your Goliaths may take different forms, but the principle remains the same. When you face your challenges with faith in me, what seems impossible becomes possible. Think of the Israelites standing before the Red Sea, Pharaoh's army bearing down on them. It appeared to be an insurmountable obstacle, certain death before them, certain capture behind them. But with me, the sea itself parted, providing a path to deliverance and victory. Your Red Sea moments, those times when you feel trapped with no way out, are opportunities for me to display my power in ways you could never imagine. Consider my servant Paul, who faced a thorn in the flesh, a persistent, troubling challenge. He pleaded with me to remove it, seeing it as an insurmountable hindrance to his ministry. But I revealed to him a profound truth. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Through this challenge that seemed insurmountable, Paul learned to rely more fully on my strength, and his ministry became even more powerful. I want you to understand, my child, that when I say no challenge is insurmountable, I'm not promising that every obstacle will be removed or every problem will be solved in the way you might expect. Sometimes, I call you to climb the mountain rather than remove it. Sometimes, I allow the challenge to persist so that you might experience my sustaining grace in new and deeper ways. The insurmountably of a challenge often lies not in the challenge itself, but in your perception of it. When you face your trials with the knowledge that I am with you, that my power is at work in you, and that my wisdom is guiding you, you approach them from a position of victory rather than defeat. You see them not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for my glory to be revealed. Moreover, what you perceive as an insurmountable challenge may in fact be my tool for shaping you, refining your character, deepening your faith, and preparing you for a greater purpose. Joseph's journey from the pit to the palace, though filled with seemingly insurmountable challenges, was my path to positioning him to save many lives. Remember, my child, that I specialize in the impossible. Where human strength fails, my power prevails. Where human wisdom reaches its limit, my wisdom provides the solution. Where human resources are exhausted, my abundance supplies all needs. No sickness is too advanced for my healing touch. No sin too deep for my forgiving grace. No situation too complex for my sovereign control. As you face each challenge, big or small, I invite you to partner with me. Bring your 5 loaves and 2 fish, and watch as I multiply them to feed thousands. Step out of the boat onto stormy waters, fixing your eyes on me, and experience the thrill of walking on what once threatened to drown you. Speak to your mountain with the authority I've given you, and see it move at my command. Share this video with up to 3 people, if you need God's presence. Let this truth sink deep into your spirit. With me, no challenge is truly insurmountable. Let it fuel your courage, ignite your faith, and dispel your fears. For I have overcome the world, and in me, you too are an overcomer. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for my power to be displayed, my wisdom to be revealed, and my love to be experienced in new and profound ways. So stand tall in the face of your challenges, my beloved. Do not cower or retreat, for with me by your side, empowering you, guiding you, and loving you, you can confidently declare in the face of every obstacle, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No challenge is insurmountable, for the God of the impossible is your God, and He is always with you. My precious child, as we conclude this divine message, I want to leave you with a fundamental truth that should be the bedrock of your faith journey. Trust in my strength and love. This trust is not a passive emotion, but an active, living faith that should permeate every aspect of your life. When I call you to trust in my strength, I'm inviting you to release your grip on self-reliance and fall back into the everlasting arms of your omnipotent Creator. My strength is not like human strength, which waxes and wanes, which tires and fails. My strength is constant, unwavering, and inexhaustible. It's the strength that set the stars in the sky, that holds the universe together, that raised Christ from the dead. And this very strength is available to you, not just in moments of crisis, but in every breath you take. Trusting in my strength means acknowledging your own weakness and limitations. It means coming to the end of yourself and finding that I am there, ready to take over. It's in these moments of surrender that you experience my strength in its fullness. For my power is made perfect in weakness. When you are weak, then you are strong, strong in me, strong in my might. But my strength is not something to be feared or approached with trepidation, for it is inextricably linked with my love. The same hands that uphold the cosmos cradle you with tender affection. The voice that commands the wind and waves speaks words of comfort and encouragement to your heart. The power that defeats death itself is the power that works tirelessly for your good. When I call you to trust in my love, I'm asking you to believe in a love that is higher, deeper, wider, and more enduring than anything you've ever known. My love for you is not based on your performance or worthiness. It's not a fickle human love that changes with circumstances or moods. My love for you is as eternal as I am, as unchanging as my nature, as certain as my promises. Trusting in my love means resting in the assurance that nothing can separate you from this love. Not your failures or successes, not your doubts or fears, not your past regrets or future uncertainties. My love for you was settled at the cross, demonstrated through the empty tomb, and is reaffirmed every moment of every day. As you learn to trust in my strength and love, you'll find a peace that surpasses understanding, a joy that transcends circumstances, and a hope that anchors your soul in the stormiest seas. This trust becomes a shield against the arrows of doubt, a light in the darkest valleys, and a song in the longest nights. Trusting in my strength and love is not a one-time decision, but a daily choice, a moment-by-moment surrender. It's choosing to believe my promises even when your feelings or circumstances scream otherwise. It's stepping out in faith when the path ahead is unclear, knowing that I will make a way where there seems to be no way. Remember, my child, that trusting in my strength and love doesn't mean your life will be free from challenges or pain, but it does mean that you never face these trials alone. My strength becomes your strength. My love becomes your comfort. And through it all, I am working all things together for your good and my glory. Let this trust transform the way you pray. Come boldly before my throne of grace, not based on your own merits, but on the strength of my love for you. Let it shape the way you view your circumstances, seeing them not as mere happenstance, but as opportunities for my strength to be displayed and my love to be experienced. If you want to listen to God's message and bring positive changes to your life, then subscribe to the channel. As you trust in my strength and love, you become a living testimony to my faithfulness. Your life becomes a beacon of hope to a world desperately in need of my truth. For when others see you standing firm in the face of adversity, joy radiating from you despite difficult circumstances, they catch a glimpse of my strength and love in action. So, my beloved, in every moment of every day, choose to trust in my strength and love. When you feel weak, trust in my strength. When you feel unlovable, trust in my love. When the way ahead seems impossible, trust in my strength to make a way. When your heart is breaking, trust in my love to bind up your wounds. For in trusting me, you align yourself with the greatest power in the universe and the most transformative force in existence, my strength empowered by my love. This, my child, is the key to living a life of victory, purpose, and unshakable peace. Trust in my strength and love, for I am trustworthy. I am strong, I am love, and I am always with you, guiding you, empowering you, and loving you with an everlasting love. Rest in this truth, walk in this reality, and watch as your life becomes a living testament to the transformative power of trusting in my strength and love. Share this video with up to 3 people if you need God's presence. Amen.